All right, I swear this is going to be the last video on any mods on my Perception 9.5 sound. I don't know why I spend so much time modding this out, considering I only use it about 20% of the time. But anyways, if you've watched the other videos, you've seen I'm not a fan of these built-in rod holders that Perception puts in its low-end models. Okay, first step, just make sure you get enough clearance underneath. Then take the foam gasket that they give you and make sure that there's enough room. You'll see that there's holes in any of these gaskets. This is where the mounting screws go. You just want to make sure you have enough room to securely fasten the screws. After that, I started with a very small diameter drill bit to cut a pilot hole. Sorry about the angle. The camera wasn't pointed in the right direction, but basically what I did was cut it in at an angle. Okay, lots of videos on how to install rod holders. The only thing that's different on this is that you're cutting out a built-in molded holder, so you just got to approach it a little bit carefully. Make sure that the hole isn't too big. Okay, after you drill a pilot hole, just take a larger drill bit and widen the opening so that you could fit in a jigsaw blade. And then you just want to go slow. You don't want to go full speed because it'll run off and cut where you don't want it to cut. But go slow and constantly reposition yourself so that you're making it as close to a circle as possible. And then the moment of truth, the built-in rod holder just pops right out and you get a nice little hole. All right, just do a rough fitting to make sure it looks good and that the clearance is where you need it to be underneath. And then what I'm doing here is I'm matching a drill bit diameter to the size of the screws that were provided in the mounting kit. And you'll see in a second, I'm just going to drill holes through the three mounting points on the flush rod holder. Just make sure you hold down the rod holder pretty tight so it doesn't move around after you drill the first hole. I think I need that foam. And here I'm doing the same process for the other side. Only reason I showed this is just because I showed a little bit of me sanding off the rough edges after I cut out the rod holder, which is something you definitely want to do. Otherwise, you run the risk of damaging the gasket and not getting a good fit, good seal. Cool. Yeah. Here I am. And this kit came with locking wall nuts, which are great. Basically, it's a very, very straightforward install. You basically start threading the screw through the hole, and then you have to reach down underneath, hold the well nut part in place, and simply screw down. No need to over tighten. They're sort of self-tightening and very straightforward. Just repeat it for all the holes, and you're good to go. And finish install, way better for me. You can see that they're angled back as opposed to standing up vertically, and they angle out to the side slightly. Not as much as I'd like, but way better than before.